Alright, so we made it and we're here on day 4, vlog number 4, to do the $1,000 profit bankroll challenge. We're only going to buy in for 100 big blinds today. We're only going to do one buy-in, so either we're going to leave down or we're going to leave hitting our mark, hopefully. I want to talk a little bit more of the psychological part of poker. I don't want to get in deep, that's why I'm only going to do one buy-in today. I'm also going to leave in 2.5 hours max. I'm not going to play any more than that, so whatever, if I leave down at that time or leave up, that's the time I'm leaving. So I got to really start listening to myself and really staying committed to what I say and what the plan is for the day. All right, so hopefully the good one continues. Let's go. All right, guys, so we sit down, we buy for 100 big blinds, $300, and we're ready to go. The very first hand that we decided to play on the vlog today is Ace King offsuit. So when it comes around to me on the small blind, I decided to make it 13. We get a call from under the gun. He's a little bit of a tricky player. He likes to play any 2 cards that are suited. So his range is pretty wide right now, but I know that I have the best hand at the moment. Pre-flop, I mean, it's Ace King, big slick, you know. The flop comes 8 high, 2 diamonds. Not too concerned here. He doesn't have any random 8s. So I lead up for 20. He snap calls us. We get a fold from the button, but we want to see the turn now. If the diamond comes, we might be in trouble. Deuce comes, it goes check, check. So his check back makes me a little bit more comfortable. That queen on the river hits me a lot more than it hits him. So I'm going to go ahead and lead out here for 32, try to take down the pot. And that's exactly what happens. He folds and we get the pot. Okay, next hand we look down at is King Queen offsuit. We like our hand. We ended up raising it to 11. Get 4 callers, 44 in the pot, going to the flop, and it comes Queen high with 2 clubs. Checks around to me. I decided to make it 20. We get a call from our buddy here that likes to play any 2 cards that are suited, and of course he's calling me with 2 clubs on the board. The queen comes on the turn, so now I'm feeling really good. I know I have the best hand at the moment, even against seat 9, who plays a top tier hands. Checks to me. I decided to make it 60. The gentleman that has a love for the flush draws, he ends up folding, but now it's up to seat number 9, who plays the top tier hands. He calls 60, so he could have ace queen here or queen jack. He turns over a jack, we take it down with the queen. We're relieved, we won the pot, $224 our way. That was a good little scoopy. Next hand we play is 8-5 of clubs. I like this hand, it looks pretty. We decided to make it 11. We get a call from the small blind and of course our buddy here in the big blind. He's never folding. We get another call from our buddies here in the middle position and in late position. And of course seat 9, so we know his range. He always has an ace in his hand for some reason, or a king. Either one of those top tier hands, that's what he has. The flop comes deuce 5 deuce, 2 spades. Comes around to me. We have a 5. We're gonna definitely lead out, so we do so, and of course we get a fold from the small blind, but we get a call from our buddy here that loves flush draws. It's always a flush draw when he calls. Why is there always like 2 of the same suit when he calls? Anyways, he gives us a call, goes around a middle position. He's tanking for a little bit, ends up calling. We get a fold from late position, and seat 9 also calls. So we know we don't want to see any face cards, or else we might be in a little bit of trouble. The turn comes to 6 of clubs. I still feel very confident about my hand. I do not want to see a spade. So checks around to me and I make it a hundo. Make it 100. I want to see what they're gonna do. Are they gonna snap call me? Are they gonna raise me? What's going on here? I know I'm good, but I want to make them pay for the spade. If they really want to see a spade, that's the only thing really I can put them on right now. Because especially seat number 9, he does not have a deuce and he does not have a 5 or a 6. So I put him strictly on like king, queen of spades or some big spades, right? The river comes in 9 of hearts. He checks to me, I check back, and listen to what I tell him. You got it. It's got a 5. So he checks to us, we check back, we give up, thinking that he could have a probably bigger pocket pair than our pair of fives, maybe like sevens or tens. But he doesn't. He gives us the good news and says that we're good and he was on a spade draw. All right, so the next hand we decided to play is pocket nines, and we raised it at 15. Of course, our buddy with the flush draws, or that loves flush draws, is always gonna call us maybe like 1,000,000% of the time. But it gets a little weird from here because a small blind decides to make it 60 bucks. Now, I make a huge mistake here. I think the correct move for me, instead of folding, spoiler alert, was to 4-bet him here. If the pot was already around $39 and he makes it 60, he just doesn't want to see a flop. He has a lot of ace kings, ace queens. I know his range, and that's probably where he's at. I don't think he has a big pocket pair like kings or queens or aces, because he would have made his raise a little bit smaller because he wants a call. But yeah, I think I made the mistake there. I think the correct thing to do was 4-bet and try to take him off the hand or play for stacks. All right, next time we play ace 10 of clubs. We like the hand, it looks pretty. A full orbit went by because we're in the same positions again. I make it 11. Our buddy on the left always gonna call. Small blind calls this time. He doesn't make it 60 like the previous hand. The flop comes 9, ace 9, 2 diamonds. We like it, we flop top pair. So we're gonna definitely c-bet here when it comes to us. We make it 17. Our guy on the left, you already know what he's gonna do. Of course, he calls. Small blind calls. We're going to the turn, and the turn comes at 3 of diamonds. We hate this card. We hate it, but we decide to lead out for 25. And of course, the lover of the flushes calls us. Small blind calls. Small blind checks on the river with the 8 of clubs. I check back. Of course, the guy to our left makes it 25. He makes it 25. Now, I'm telling you, he always has flushes. So he bets 25. Small blind bets 25. I'm not going to fold a $212 pot for 25 bucks. So I just call with my ace. And what does he show us? Of course, he shows us a flush. We play a few more hands after this, and then our time is up. So we get up and cash out. All right, so we are officially done with day number 4, vlog number 4. We are in the green, guys. We made it. We hit our bankroll challenge. We are at $1,154 in profit. Today we bought in for 300 and 100 big blinds and cashed out $502. So in total, yeah, the whole bankroll challenge, we got it $1,000 or $1,154 in profit for the week, playing 4 days, 4 vlogs. Today was only that one buy-in that I said I was gonna do, $300, 100 big blinds, which is $300 buy-in, cashed out $502. Let's keep this good run going because I've been on that nasty downswing, and let's enjoy the rest of the day. Maybe play a little bit of pickleball or enjoy the rest of the NBA games for the night.